Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So, yeah, I'm still going through my completion reviews from Smashing the Specials. I've got a bit behind, although we are still technically the beginning of September, aren't we? So, and it did only finish on the 31st of August. Yeah, Smashing the Specials is an event where you do any canvas or project that's using special drills, and it's organised by Mindy and Brandy. So yeah, these are just some more of the ones I've done. You possibly may have seen the photographs of them on Facebook and Instagram. Not easy for you to say. So I thought you'd like to have a look at them, and then we'll put these special shaped drills away. Where shall we start? Let's start with the skull because it's smiling at me. Okay, just pop that one over there for now. You go over there, and you guys go over there, and we'll have a look at this smiling skull. Now, they've all come to me from Paintsomeway. They were all part of PR packages. So if you do want to have a look at the unboxings, then if you check out my playlist for paintsomeway.com, you will get to see these products being unboxed. But isn't that just glorious? I mean, it's hot pink, so I'm going to love it anyway. But look at those teeth. It's got a big grin, so it's a sugar skull, but I just think it's come out really, really well. And what I also liked about it was the fact that there is no sticky in between the gems, which putting the glue on this must have been so accurate, because it is just literally underneath the gems, and as you can see, they're stuck on very, very well. So yeah, it's one of the wooden ones, but yeah, I mean, it would have been so easy just to put all the glue all over the whole thing, but you know, no, there's no glue. So if you didn't want to seal it, then you wouldn't have to. I tend to seal anything like this because I put things out, put them away, put things out. I'll probably put this out for Halloween, but to be honest, it's not necessarily Halloween, is it, Sugar Skulls? I think it's very stunning. I just love the charting on it. I think the blue flower for the eyes and the hot pink, and that hot pink on the forehead there, and then these like shapes on the side with like the teardrop there, just leading round to the point. Hey, oops, sorry, my printer's just talking to me again. It seems to do that when I start talking. It starts going beep, 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 beep. It's updating itself in the background. Anyway, hey, up, it's answering back now as well. Is that because I'm holding a sugar skull? Ooh. So yeah, I thought this came out really well. So I'm very impressed that there's no sticky other than where the gems went. That must take some doing, you know, because you've got to put the glue, unless the machine does it. I don't really know. But I'm very, very impressed with this one. And it does come with its little stand, so it will just stand up. I mean, you could put it on the wall if you wanted to, but it's quite nice. And again, it's one of these, I think they're fairly standard on most of these like ornament style things. Right, somebody outside is deciding to have a rattle with something now. Eh dear. Anyway, I've got the window open again today because it is exceptionally hot. We're having our summer heat wave in September, would you believe? Yeah, silly me had to go out to the shops today, and oh my goodness me, I got in the car and I felt like a chicken being cooked. Right, so let's have a look at what gems we've got from this one. Oh, that's the cover from that. Oh goodness, no good, no good. So this one was in August. Oh, so I'd only just got this one then. Yes, I had, because I said I was going to try and do this one in Smashing the Specials. So it's something very different for me. It's not something that I would normally do, the skulls and things. I tend to be more cute and cuddly and fluffy. The things that I do, not myself. So we've got these hot pink teardrops left over. Just your standard little blue crystals, your hot pink crystals, and your orange crystals. There's plenty of all of them left over. Some hot pink rounds, stacking up on my hot pinks. Standard black. Turquoise blue. I love this hot pink and turquoise blue together. Yeah, I used to have a cardigan that colour, and I used to have a cardigan that colour. I must admit, I never thought about putting the two colours together, but I might just have to look for something with those colours on now, because that is stunning. Although I have got my hot pink shawl, haven't I, that was knitted and sent to me. So yes, I'm very, very lucky. And then we have a standard crystal. So not too many to put away there, and they're just to go into my generic pot. Okay, so that is that one. Did I tell you the price of that one? That one was $7.99. And as I say, I got that one in August. So if you're looking August's unboxing. Right, so from something that the poured glue is just literally where the gems went, to something that's a little bit sticky. Yeah, overboard with glue. So this is the little keychain, which I've got the little keychain to do there. Once this is sealed, I will put the keychain on it. I think I probably will use this maybe just as a hanger. I might even put it on my handbag, you never know. My new one that I got with my birthday money. Yeah. But I do think the colours on it are very, very pretty. I got a lot of really nice comments on it as well. When I put it on Instagram and Facebook, people did like the colours and everything. But there's no hot pink in it, but that's okay. But the thing that I was disappointed was that this is exceptionally sticky. So yeah, they've just literally put the glue over the whole thing. Whereas with our lovely skull, they've done it so precisely. This one, they've just gone splat. So I'm having to keep the little cover on it until I do get it sealed. You certainly have to seal this, because if you don't seal that sticky, then it's just going to stick to everything. You'd suddenly find that your purse stuck to it, and you might start finding those things in the bottom of your handbag that you haven't seen for years because they've all stuck to it. Now, the thing that did confuse me, and I wasn't sure whether this was going to be double-sided or not, and I've not done it, albeit I suppose I probably have got enough gems to do the back side of it as well. Just have a look at specials. I don't know whether I had enough or not. I know certainly on the standard gems I had. So these are all the standards. Okay. No, you see, that's all I've got left from the little teardrops. So I haven't got enough, sorry, it's all sticking to my hand, to do all of this again. But they've made the back sticky as though it is going to be double-sided. So the whole of that, because I went to take the back cover off and I thought, ew, it's all sticky. So that's going to have to be sealed as well. But as you can see, the letters, the letters are actually back to front on it. So, okay, your V and your M and everything all look the same. But when you look at the others, they are back to front. So it's not been done as one to do double-sided. Albeit I suppose I could. I'd just have to look in my stash. I've probably got... Oh, I might have enough. What are those then? Are they just... Oh, silly me. They're just ones that I've probably picked up off the floor. So I may have enough to do all of it then. So maybe it is supposed to be done double-sided. And I've just not done it because they were back to front, and I thought, oh, it's just single-sided. But then, yeah, you don't really want a bag charm or a keychain with all the letters showing on the other side, do you? So I think it is supposed to be double-sided. They've just not reversed the lettering on it. So I will have to finish this one off. So I haven't actually finished that one. So I'm thinking I did 28 projects for Smashing the Specials, and actually I only did 27 and a half. So I won't be putting those gems away today. I will be finishing this off. But it still needs sealing because it is still very, very sticky there and very sticky there. It is very pretty. I love the colours on it. I think this really dark bluey purple really sets off the pale pink and the pale green, just to make it pop that little bit. So it is a very nice project. But I'm easily confused. What can I say? But a bit overboard with the glue on that one. Right, and the next one is this absolutely gorgeous hanging sunflowers, and it's come up really, really well. So So it does come with a little chain with the little lobster claw clasps on it, but I think I said when I unboxed this one was, let me have a look, it's a good job I put labels on things. Oh, I've not put the month on this one. Oh, but it was $7.99. I wonder what month I got this one then. It isn't that long ago that I got it. No, I've not put it on the back either. So, but I think I decided that these lobster claw clasps, yeah, they're too small to go through there. So I'm going to have to put jump rings through those little holes there and hang the lobster claw clasps from the jump rings. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be hung from its chain, but it would be quite nice. It hasn't, you can't really see the back through it. Has this one got a cover on it? Yes, it has got a cover, I think. Yes, let's just take that cover off. So as you can see, it does just have a scratch proof cover on the back. And it just stops bits sticking to it as well. So it does make your edge a little bit more transparent rather than it being white when it's got the cover sheet on it. But yeah, I just think that is so pretty. I love sunflowers anyway. And our neighbour's got sunflowers growing in his front garden. Hubby was adamant they weren't sunflowers, but I've seen one coming up today. One of the heads has just started to peek through an open. So yeah, it's one of those stained glass effect ones. But look at all those ABs that it's got on it. Just gives it so much more sparkle. So yeah, I'm not quite sure whether this is supposed to be a ladybird down here. I think it is, because it is like just a red splodge, so it won't be a flower. So I think we have just got a little ladybird there. Very pretty. Ooh. I opened the front door today and left it open. We live in a cul-de-sac anyway, so it's like, you know, we've not got lots of people and lots of traffic around, and we can see the front door from where we sit. And I went out to shut the door, and there was a great big brown slug in the hallway, and I was like, oh no, I've got to get this out. And I don't mind things, and I don't like to kill anything, but I can't stand if you pick them up, you can feel the squidginess of them. So I'm trying to scoop it up with bits of cardboard and bits of things and get it out the door. So I'll be going, for goodness sake, just get it out the door. I can't pick it up, I can't stand the feel of them. Oh, and if they start moving under your fingers, no, absolutely not. So yeah, that was my trauma for today. So I've come upstairs to do videos now to calm down. Okay, so let's anyway look at these gems. Oh, we have got some jump rings anyway. They've provided us with jump rings. Oh, well, that's good then. I'd forgotten that. I tell you, I just can't remember anything these days. I think it's because I've got so much in my head that something has to drop out for something else to come in, and I have a lot coming in at the moment, so that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. So that's my chain and my jump rings for when I've got this one done. Right, so let's have a look at these. So we had the standard red and standard gold, and that was like a lemony colour, very pretty. And is that black? No, that's brown, that's like a bronzy colour. We've got only one of the little teardrops left there. Sorry, one of the little marquees left there. We've got a lot of the ABs there. They're black ABs with the green coating on them. And then we've got a green and another green and a very, very pale pink that was for the shading. So they're all to go in my standard generic gems, and they want to go in my specials. So pop those out the way. Oh, I didn't tell you. Oh, this one was from August as well. So I must have got this key ring at the same time as I got the skull. And this one was only $2.99. So yeah, I'll have to get that one finished. I'll let you see it when it's finished, if I remember. Alright, okay, and then I did this canvas, and oh, it's just so pretty. Look at all the birds on it. We've got like a little blue tit up here and a little sparrow, and that looks a little bit, I don't know, it might be a bullfinch actually. I was thinking it was a parrot because of the way the beak is there, look. But I think actually it's probably a bullfinch like this, and I think these are like finches, and that one as well. So that one actually could be a kingfisher, looking at it with its pointed beak. But yeah, it's just very, very pretty. I mean, it is a wreath, And although it's got berries on, I think it's more autumnal with the golden and the red berries and everything. Don't you haven't the berries usually all gone by the time the leaves start going golden? I don't know anyway, it's poetic license, isn't it? Because we've got blueberries or whatever down here as well. So yeah, I think the birds are all hanging around for the food on this one. So it was a 30 by 30. It's a lovely wreath. It had 15 different gems and colours with no codes for any of these specials. So they will just go into the generic ones. And this one was from one of my April unboxings. So again, if you look for Paint Somewhere April, you will find this one. Yeah, I'm really pleased how that one turned out. Say, it's one of those that you could put up possibly maybe spring, I suppose, because you have got your berries on, and a bit summer and a bit autumn. And it's a wreath, so it's a little bit Christmas as well. So you could do all year round with this one. I think it's very, very pretty. And, oh, I've not written the price on, but I think it was around about the $4 or $5 mark. So very, very good value. There's some lovely big gems on it. Okay, so just pop that one to one side. Oh, look, we've got a blue one that's escaped. Right, let's get, there's quite a few specials in this one. Special shapes. So we have, oh, an empty bag. We've got some of the little marquees left there. Another empty bag, another empty bag. And just a couple of the teardrops there. Just put that one in there. I'll keep all these bags together, and then I can put them into number order to reuse them. So we've just got standard orange and large blue. That's a large blue, so let's put you in with your friends before you try escaping again. And some larger red, standard in like a pale peachy colour, no, pale pink more I think. Standard gold, blue, green, we want silver. We've got, oh, some elongated marquees there. That one is like a grey colour, and standard black. Okay, so pop those over there. They want to go into my standards over there. And we have a few to put away. Right, let me get my box and we'll have a look. Right. Apologies if you can hear the fan in the background. Yeah, it is exceptionally warm, as I say, and I've just had to put my fan on. Otherwise, I just wouldn't be able to do my videos. It's far too hot in here. Grab my tray. Hope he's watching something with a lot of laughter on it downstairs. So, yeah, I don't want to get copyright strikes for listening to comedies downstairs. Okay, right, and I've just got 3 left over from a previous painting as well. So I have this box. This is all my special drills, which are larger than the standard crystals and are all different shapes. And I categorised them into colour and then into large rounds, marquees, teardrops, and then miscellaneous, which is flowers, hearts, stars, anything that's not in the other 3 categories. So yeah, it's based on Rebecca Admore's Zest storage solution, and I've just adapted it to put all my special drills away. And as you can see, I am a big fan of special drill projects and canvases because I've got a lot of them. Right, so I like to put them into colour order first. So we're red, that's a little bit of a mixture, although it has got a red in as well. There again, ones that I've picked up off the floor. And we've got pink and blue, and then gold, and some more red, and some more blue, and silver. There to go in my jar. Some more gold, there to go in my jar, there to go in my jar, another little gold, and then there may be's, they go in a separate spot, so I'll put those up there for now. Don't forget to remind me I've got those up there, otherwise I'll not be able to see them and I'll just forget. So I'll grab my black rounds first. This is my toffee jar. Oh, it was a jar that my dad gave me. Sadly, I didn't get to eat the toffees that were in it, but he said, would I like it? And I thought, oh yeah, I'll have that. It's a great shape. I love it. So at the moment, I'm just putting all my standard black crystals in here. Go on, out you get. Okay, and as you can see, I have got some of the ones that have got the silver backs in here as well, because basically, to me, to my eyes, they are exactly the same. It's just that one has a silver back and one just has the plain back. But yeah, this is the jar. It's a huge jar. Whether it'll ever get filled, I don't know. Maybe I'll use them all up one day, but hey ho. So that's those. And then my silvers, which I didn't quite get filled, but I have probably gone up maybe another ½ inch or so in the crystals. Yeah, I've got a lot of crystals in here. So just your standard crystals. I did used to keep them in bags, but as you can see, I have so many of them that there is just too many. So I'll pop those in there as well. I am still on the hunt for a skull, but I will get one. It is coming up to Halloween. I'll have to go hunting around the pound shops and things and see what there is. Oh, that lid came off then, and a load of them have just escaped. Oh, what am I like? So probably all of those that I've just put in this have probably all just now jumped out. Oh my goodness me. What am I like? If there's something that I can do wrong, I do it. And it's usually on camera. I'm going to be finding those little silver gems for days now. All I can say is thank goodness it wasn't a project. Oh, I've got a bit of sellotape stuck to me next there. Let me get that off. It wasn't a project where I only had a few and I was going to end up losing some. Look, they're still all over. Oh, well, they'll probably end up in bed tonight as well. Right, so my first colour in my little box is black. We haven't got any of those. Silver. We only had one lot of silver. And these are teardrops, so 2 large silver teardrops. So we'll go to teardrops there. See if we've got any that match. They're teeny tiny ones. They're bigger. That one's, oh look, only got one in it. That's sad, it's all on its own. And these have got an iridescent coating on as well. So they're not, don't know, you see, because they're, yeah, I think they're more the silvery ones and they're more the pinky ones. So I'm going to put them in here. Right, let me just grab all the others and put those away so I don't get confused. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay and that life is treating you as kindly as possible. We've actually got a week this week of no appointments, no doctor's appointments and no hospital visits, but hubby is going in for having his chip put in his eye again for his edema, so that's next week. So we've got quite a busy week again next week. And then we've got other appointments coming up as well. Right now we're looking in gold, so we have oh, just 3 lots of gold marquees. Right, so I want to be looking in marquees in gold. Yeah, so as I say, hubby is anemic now apparently. I mean, he's been anemic before. I think they're both the same size, it's just that that one's escaped out of there. So be those, yep. So he's now having to go for iron injections, and I think they're those as well. Yeah, they are. I've picked teardrops up as well, look, at the same time. So what he has to do, he has to go for a blood test 1 week, and then he has to have the injection the following week. So yeah, that's going to be fun. So we're back on a 4-weekly cycle again of every 4 weeks going for a blood test, and then every 4 weeks having an injection. So yeah, such is life. It just seems to revolve around those things at the minute. But if it stops him from having to go on dialysis quicker, then anything to slow it down is brilliant. So yeah, that will help tons. Yeah, you do get to a point where you think, oh, not again. And I say, hubby does not like needles. He really gets upset when he knows he's going to have an injection. He sometimes doesn't sleep the night before. He hasn't got a brilliant memory, so I try not to tell him that it's an injection one or that we're going to the doctor's. And yeah, just try and so otherwise I say doesn't sleep and he gets all upset. And I think if you're having an injection and you're tense, it's not good, is it? So, right, it's an injection in the muscle as well, which isn't nice. They're always the ones that aren't very pleasant to have. So that's sort of been us recently. He's not doing too bad. But obviously I think we're all suffering a bit in this hot weather. It's not nice. Right, so I want large pink rounds now from here. So let's have a look in the hot pink large rounds. So these are all pale, pale, pale. They're too small. Could be those. Could be that size. They're too big. And just double check we haven't got any others. Oh, they're really big. Oh, love those. They're not. Oh, I don't know now. I'll have a look at those as well. And, oh, what have I picked up there then? Oh, look, I've put the marquees and the large rounds in the same one. When I put them away last time, I can't have been concentrating on what I was doing. Oh, dear. Right, so... No, I think they're paler, so these are definitely those. So let's just pop those back in there, and we'll put these hot pink rounds into this hot pink bag. Yeah, it's been sort of cold and fairly miserable and rainy, and we even got to a point where we nearly put the heating on at one bit because it was getting so cold. Yeah, we don't like to do that in September, it's far too expensive. Now, are they marquees? No, they're teardrops. So that one's escaped and we want to put that one back in the marquees. Oh, look, my little cards slipped to the bottom. These all need sorting again because they're just getting far too full. So they're quite sort of an elongated teardrop as well. So I don't think I've got any of those. No, so I've got a new one. Yeah, the joys of getting older, I suppose. Things start breaking down, as it were. So hubby's having to have quite a few things done again at the moment. But we're okay. We're doing okay. We went to Mr. Moo's for an ice cream finally. That's where they do the great big ice cream sundaes. And we took our friend as well. Fortunately, nobody fell over or ran into anything or did anything silly, so it was quite pleasant, although again it was quite warm. And that was my birthday ice cream that I finally got, that I've been waiting for since the end of July. Right, so large rounds in blue. And I'm going to have to move one of these colours, but I don't really know which one to move. No, that's really full. Just think I haven't really got enough room to move all those pinks either. I'm going to have a really good shuffle, I think, and see. Oh, I wonder if I can move the yellows. Let me move. Oh, I've got a bit of that in there. That's no good, is it? Let me move the yellows. If I maybe move the yellows and put them in front of the black. And that's making that a little bit full. No, and then the pinks are still quite fat, aren't they? I suppose I could move the whites. Just talk amongst yourselves while I just decide what I'm doing with all these. So if I put the whites in there, that gives that a lot of room. And put those pinks in there, because that one was the slackest. Now I've got to remember which order I've got them all in. So that one was yellow. Actually, I might put those at the back. So yellow is behind the gold. And then I could move the black across. Or are they? Oh no, they're not all black. Because I've not got many black. So if I move those across, that's better. There you are. Just giving it a bit of a shuffle, just to give me a bit more room again. But as you can see, they're not sitting nicely. I'm going to have to tidy them all up and sort them all out, because they're, yeah, not doing very well at the minute. They'll all start slipping underneath and then I'll lose some. So I need to sort it a bit better, but that's better. That's given me a bit more leeway in each one so I can see what I'm doing. Right, so I want blue large rounds. Okay. Oh, big news this week. Well, last week. The people who live opposite have got a puppy. Oh, and she's absolutely gorgeous. She's a little Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and she's completely like that grey blue colour. So she's like velvet. Oh, and she's so pretty. And every time you go anywhere near her, she rolls over and wants a tummy rub. So you never really get to stroke her head. Millie is exceptionally jealous. Millie is our little Scottish Terrier. Yeah, and she sort of looked at the puppy and sniffed her and played with her a bit, and then thought, nope, you're not worth my time. And if you're going to let my mum play with you, then I am not going to speak to you. So she stalked off, and yeah, she'll just literally, I mean, Violet will be going absolutely mad. Oh, the little puppy's called Violet because of her colour. We're going absolutely mad wanting to play with Millie, and Millie just looks at her as if to say, not interested in you. I think if they were off the leads and maybe in a field, then they maybe would play, but when they meet up in the street, Millie is just completely ignoring Violet, blanking her completely. So yeah, it's really, really funny. And oops, let me just have a look in the blue marquees, see if we've got this one. And yeah, it's the first dog. They're only a youngish couple that live opposite us, and it's their first little dog that they've had. So they're going through the learning curve that we all go through. And I think, to be fair, even when are these marquees or are they teardrops? I don't know. I've picked up teardrops, and these are marquees. They're marquees. Oh, Liz, what are you like? And yeah, they're going through the getting used to having something else in the house. It's just really, really funny, some of the things they come out with. I mean, you think you're going to get this little cute puppy that sleeps all the time. Well, yeah, they do sleep a lot of the time, but then they also have these mad half hours where they'll just completely destroy your house if you're not careful. So yeah, she's great fun though. It makes me very broody when I see puppies, because I just think, oh, I'd love another puppy. Yeah, I think the trouble is though, when you have a dog, and then you've had this older dog, and then all of a sudden you get a new puppy after you've maybe lost your older dog or whatever. You've forgotten all what it's like having a puppy, and the toilet training and the chewing, and oh dear. But yeah, she's really, really funny. She doesn't like going for a walk on a harness. So last night she was sat in the middle of the road not wanting to move. It was just really, really funny. I thought, yeah, we've been there like that with Millie, because she hates having anything on her. I know you'll have seen photographs of Millie all dressed up in various little outfits. But believe me, she absolutely hates it. And if she didn't have to have a collar on to go for a walk, she wouldn't have a collar on, because she just really doesn't like wearing anything. So yeah, it was just funny watching her. And Violet came across the road yesterday to see hubby, and he got to have a cuddle of her in the house as well. So Millie was like, another dog. And then I just gave her some of the little like puppy treats that I've got. I've always got dog treats around in the house, and I think she thoroughly enjoyed those. She's very good though. They've got her to sit already, so she's doing really well. And they're doing really well with the training. Right, I think that could be that size. Yeah, they're bigger than standard, but not. And then I think, are they that size? They could be that size. And I think I may have either a mixed bag or a few colours in that one. So we'll have a look at those. They're too small. They could be that one. Oh, they're too big. Right, and then that's a totally different colour. That's a very, very light red compared to the others. So let's have a look at these now. So yeah, it's lovely having a little baby puppy in the clothes. I'm a real sucker for any animals really, but yeah. And then next door to us on the other way, they look after their friend's dog when their friend goes on holiday. So they've had their friend's dog staying with them, and their fence joins onto ours, that our back gardens like, you know, together. So they've been huffing at each other millions. This dog next door, I think it's called Alfie. I think it's Alfie. And having quite a bit of fun between each other. So yeah, it's been all dogs this week, and it's funny when they all meet up in the middle of the road when they're going out for the walks. Now then, are they those? Oh, I think they are. So I've got 2 bags of those for some reason, and I don't need 2 bags, so I shall put them all together. That's those. A lot of these get used for berries when you get the red ones with no facets on. So that's why I've got a lot of those, because I do a lot of Christmas cards, and Christmas cards tend to have berries on them. Right, so now then, let's have a look at these. So that's like the paler one, and that's the darker one. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, I think they're the darker one. Yeah, they are the darker one. So we'll put these in here. These numbers that I've got on are Craft Buddy Crystal Art numbers. They have their own numbering system for special gems. So I tend to put those numbers on as well. And what, as I say, I'm going to do any canvases that I do that have the numbers on, any code numbers, I'm going to start putting little stickers with those code numbers on as well, and see if we can get any matched up and see how we go. Right. Oh, was there a red one in that one as well? There was. Look, there's a teeny tiny red in there, so let's have a look at that one. That's like a purpley round, and that's, so I want this very, very small round, which I think, did I have this very, very small rounds? Yes, so that's that one. See if I can pick it up now. Look, there's another silver one there. They're going to be following me around the house tonight. I'll be having my tea and crunching, thinking, oh, what's this? And it'll be one of those. Right, and then we've got some very tiny little marquees in red, so we want red marquees. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, we've got some. Oh, that's the fire red ones, look. Very tiny reds, could be those. And I'm not quite sure why they're in there, because they're like a bluey silvery colour. Okay, and that one's got a red one in it. Oh dear, I don't know why I've got those in there, because they're red and they're not. They're more, oh, greeny colour. Look, it's so warm, I'm sticking to everything. Oh dear. Right, so I wonder why I've put those in there. Unless I thought they're like pink, but I suppose they're like a fire red. Oh no, they're not really, are they? Oh, don't know where I'm going to put those now, because they're definitely like the fire red ones. Unless I thought they are. I suppose this, well, that one is. But they're not really, are they? They're more sort of a greeny, pinky colour. Ooh, I wonder why I've done that. And I've got the 3 sizes in them as well. Are they those as well? Yeah, I think they're those. I think that wants to go in a bag on its own. So let me see if I can get that one out. I tell you, I'm doing all sorts today. Shifting it all around, making new bags. You see, this one's got a Craft Buddy number on it. But oh, I suppose it has got a little bit of a shimmer of red when you move it around. But those are the same colour as those, so I don't need 2 bags of those. I might leave them in red for now and try and remember where they are. And then I'll have to wonder why I've done it this way next time I look at them. Yeah, I think I'll do it that way, but that one is going to have to go in one on its own. Okay. Oh, poor little thing, look, it's got its own little bag. Right, so I'll put those away for now, because we're not actually putting those, putting anything in those as such. We've just now sorted that bit out, but we are going to put these in here. And say this is an ever-growing monster, and I do change my mind as I'm doing it, so there's no right or wrong way of doing anything. And you know, if you are storing your specials, then you know you've got to find a way that suits you, and makes life easier for you. It's not really what anybody else does, and you do find, that's the orangey ones, look, that you'll find your own way of doing things. But maybe if you sort of like do somebody else's system to start off, you might think, oh yeah, this is okay, but it'd be better if I did it this way, you know. And that's how you sort of learn and do things. And that's what I do anyway. So this is based on Rebecca's storage system. Right, now I think that one is a purple. So let's have a look in purple large rounds and see if we've got any that match in with that one. And I think we have there, look. I think that could be that one. Yes, it is. So get him put away as well. So it's worth picking the ones up off the floor. And whoops. And I nearly missed the bag. What can I say? Oh dear. Right, so that is all of those specials put away. And once I have done this on the other side, I will then put these away as well. Oh, just got the look. You didn't remind me, did you? Were you all shouting, Liz, the ABs? Okay, so these are my round AB storage, and the ABs are basically a standard gem resin or acrylic, and they have an iridescent coating over the top, so you get like an aurora borealis effect, oil and water type effect, so you get all the different colours. And the black drill, which if you want to know what colour your gem started off as, if you look on the base of it, that's the gem's original colour, and they come in 2 different ones. So you either get your green tones or your blue tones. Is that showing up very well? Yeah, you can see, look, one's green and one's blue. And these are the green ones. So they're blue. And they're green, but that's full. Did I have another one? Well, they're another blue as well. So I think I'm going to have to start another jar, unless that's, no. Because they're 310. I'm trying to keep these, right, I've got a jar there, look. I'm trying to keep these in order, in number order. And as I get any ABs, if it's got a DMC number on, that's your colour chart number, then I try and match it up with the colours that I've got. So eventually they will all have a number on them. But at the moment they haven't. So like if I'm wanting to substitute out, I don't know, I've got a canvas and it's got the red colour 666 on it, and I think, oh, it could do with a bit more sparkle, I can come in here and I've got some red 666s that I can put on. So that's how I work it out. So that's the more green one. So that's green, green, green. What are they? Oh, yeah. That was, yeah, that's like 3865-ish or one of those colours, but it's got ABs muddled in with it as well, and I wasn't really quite sure what to do with that. I wonder if that'll fit in a jar. You see, you're helping me tidy up today while I'm just sat here waffling away. So let's see, I'm going to definitely need a tray for this one. As I've been sorting things out, it's amazing what you come across, and I've had a really big de-stash with those mystery bags. Most of them have now gone out. I've still got a couple more to do and somebody still to pay, and I had another lady today ask me if I had any more, and I managed to do one for her, so that's another one gone out. So yeah, you see, I've muddled up some colours with an AB, so I'm going to have to keep those. I'm not going to sit and go through all of these and try and pick out the ABs. What I will probably do, if I use them, then, oh look, actually they're really, really staticky, these now. So I'm going to just tip those out into this tray, because that might make it easier. Although this is probably making them even more static, and I'll probably get bucking broncos leaping all over the desk. But, yeah, let's see what we can do with these. Come on, everybody out. I don't want to leave anybody behind. No drill left standing. Or no drill left in the bag anyway, that's it. Right, so now let's see if we can get these little critters into here. Yeah, what I will do is just literally, if I come to use these, just tip them all into the tray and then just pick out the ones I want to use. And eventually I'll just be left with plain ones because I'll have used all the ABs out of it. I do tend to do that quite a bit. I've got some white ones where I've muddled pearls and white AB gems together. So at the moment I just sit and I tip it out, and if I want pearls then I pick the pearls out of it, and if I want ABs I pick the ABs out. So eventually, as I say, it will all just work its way out. Oh, I'm thinking that's a gem look, and it's, oh, what are you like, Lizzie? It's the little grab on the, it's the little grab there, look, on the handle, and I'm trying to pick it off thinking I've dropped a gem. I tell you, I'm not safe to be let out. Right, well, that's all my little projects shown and put away. Hope you've enjoyed looking at these with me. Huge thank you, Paintsomeway, for sending them all to me. I thoroughly enjoyed doing them, and yeah, I've loved showing you as well. So if you've enjoyed looking at these with me, a thumbs up is always very much appreciated. Any comments or questions in the comments down below, and if you want to come back and see what I get up to next, then if you press that little subscribe button down in this corner and the all notifications bell that pops up, you'll be notified when any of my videos come up, so you're not going to miss anything. Yay! Okay, thanks ever so much for stopping by, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.